Is Arnold Schwarzenegger given an accent when dubbed into your local language? In French Canadian, yes. We dub stuff on our own. He has no accent, but a really strong voice I wouldn't beef with. He dubs himself in my local language, and he has a pretty thick Austrian accent. It's not a tumor. In French Schwarzenegger he don't have an accent, but had a voice that suited him well, because the French voice actor unfortunately passed away. Jodie Foster dubbed herself in French. She was in a French school in the USA, so her French is without any accent, but she trip on some words sometimes, just occasionally. Her French is very good. Juliette Binoche and Marion Cotillard, two French actors, also do their French dub, but not all their English movies. Kristen Scott Thomas did a lot of movie in France and she dubbed herself in French in some of her English movies. Timothée Chalamet speak French quite well, but don't dub himself in French. Emma Mackey was born in France. She didn't dub herself in Sex Education, but did on Barbie. I misread your bonus question in fact, so yes, normally the same voice actor usually do the same big movie stars. It can change a lot at the beginning of a career, but if it's big enough, hesh get one voice. In my country Brazil, he has no accent, is like he is native, but nowadays I notice they put accents like Gloria from Modern Family. I guess when is relevant to story they add accent. And some big actors, yes, they with the same voice, but is hard because depends on the studio that the distributor will hire to do the voices. French, no accent. Here's a link to a Schwarzenegger best of with French dub someone did on youtube.bs9g/mmzg akla to give you an idea. It includes most of the voice actors who dubbed him over the years, the majority of which was done by Daniel Beretta, who unfortunately passed away last year. That's his voice most French will have in mind when they think Schwarzenegger. In German, he doesn't. Just speaks clean, dialect-free German. Bonus, big yes. Our localizations seem to try their best to keep this as consistent as possible. Even for low-profile actors, though the amount of effort is clearly proportional to popularity. This isn't really relevant, but my friend brought The Phantom Menace on VHS back from a trip in 2021. I had it converted and watched it for no real reason other than I had it available. It was really strange to watch a movie I knew really well in a language I didn't. When Watto flaps into the junk shop, I had this weird experience because I remembered all his lines phonetically even though he was speaking Huddies. It was like, for one small moment, I was fluent in a made-up language. The Italian was gibberish because it wasn't all. You were right about one thing, Master, the negotiations were short, but the Huddies made total sense. In Spanish he unfortunately does not have the accent. It's a shame. Don't watch dubbed videos, but it's usually something completely different sounding, and also the lines are not the same or even close. Sometimes on some movies BTW Swedish. Usually these things are left to the voice director or specified by the distributor of the media. I've never watched a movie with him. I can return him with info about Brazilian Portuguese. My guess is no accent. I doubt it, but I've always loved his Japanese commercials. HTTPS. We never dub movies made for adults, so we get to enjoy his accent. Apparently in the Spanish dub when he says hasta la vista baby they have him say sayonara baby.